Welcome back. This is K-Ray. We're playing Kenshi. I did character creation, and we're going to start our journey. This is my character, K-Ray. Uh, he's a blast lander, and we're currently at ones and everything. We need to decide on what we're going to do. So we're currently at a way station down south. We got Ground Steady and Drifters Last, and I'm not sure what we're going to do just yet. I think we're just going to go explore. I'm new to this area, so let's go. Do we want to go? Let's check this area. Now, I want to get a lot of people eventually. So, first thing we need to do is get money and food. We currently have 2 health packs, first aid kits, but no food. But we're good right now. See if we can find something interesting to run into. Different ways you can move. If you double click the character, your camera will follow them. You can use your U and E keys to rotate your camera. Mouse wheel to scroll in and out as well. Right click on places you want to go. Currently running. You can also click anywhere on your map. So if we wanted to go here, you can click the map. As we get close to things like ruins and other cities, they'll start popping up. And also, if we get maps from places, they'll also show on the map as well. So like if we break away from the character, you can just move your mouse, your SW key or ED to get away from them. It unlocks them. You'll see the little blue dot I was talking about earlier. You also could tell about theirs when he disappears. Alright. I don't like the looks of this place. I mean, it's not covered in fog or dust storms or anything like other places are. Makes it hard to see. But it looks like it might be a place for big things. I really hate big things. Let's go see if there's something up here. Fast forward. You really got to keep an eye out for things that will jump you and kill you. I don't mind the bandits right now. They'll just beat me up and I'll eventually heal and get back up. I won't really die. But I do believe that big things will eat you. Spiders will eat you. There's no coming back from being eaten. Probably edit a lot of the traveling time out until I find things interesting. As you run, your athletics will start to go up. Mine's already up to a 3. And you notice it says athletic skills 3 in this center there. Max speed 18 miles per hour. The higher the athletics go, the faster you are. That's movement and attacking. Strength will also increase your attack speed with heavy weapons. Dexterity with light weapons. These are copper mines. You can find them all over the place. We passed some iron mines earlier. There's also buildings that have been destroyed from ancient times uh, prior to the crap that happened in this world. There's a lot of lore. You can actually find them on the forums, a collection of the lore. There's also books about you can find. I noticed iron resource, no faction, no workers. Iron quality is 100. You can have 3 people mining at one time. Max efficiency is 150%. It's based on your workers' laboring skill and any uh, equipment you may have be using to mine. Early game can be kind of boring. A lot of people do these stealth thieving things, which is interesting and fun to play when you're alone. I don't do well with YouTube. We're going to have to do some stealing to get money. It takes a lot of money to buy people, to keep them fed, to even start building bases. To be sure, there will be some ruins or something here. We'll make our way to Drifter's Last so we get around here to the river. Just want to look at this place, see how it'll be to have a base. I kind of want to start, when I do start a base, which will be a while for me, somewhere south. Start making my way up north, having little outposts or whatnot for when they open this area, the desert area, like the game when you first started. There's nothing but desert. Some buildings, but I don't think it'll have. The Alt key will highlight anything that you're close to that's not in storage boxes. So if there's anything just laying on the ground. I've not run into any creatures or bandits or guards or anything yet, so that's interesting. As you play and do stuff, your skills increase, but so do the NPCs. The crafters, whenever you go to like the armor shops or the weapon shops, they're in there making their own weapons and armor. They get better over time. See, it looks like a library, an ancient library over there, so we'll go check that out. It's probably got spiders in front of it. Oh, we see something. Wandering assassin, but there's shinobi thieves. We're currently not allied with them, so I don't know how he's going to react, but I do know that if you are allied to them, he's your best friend. He can whoop the crap out of pretty much anything all by himself. Just wanders around killing things with a bucket on his head. Her head. I'll be as good as you one day, I swear. Or I'm K-Ray. Let's see. Discovered ruins. So if you bring up your map, yes. They say ruins to begin with. You have to get closer to actually have them tell you what type of ruins, or if it has a special name. Which I hope all the ruins will eventually have special names other than just ancient library. That's a minor thing. They've got a lot more to do before they release. Now, one thing about these ruins is some of them are extremely dangerous to get into and hard to get into, but they have a lot of cash value stuff inside, plus books that you're required for some of your research, your ancient science books, your engineering, your AI cores, but typically you'll just find the ancient science books in the library. Doesn't appear to have any spiders by it. Looking good so far. I could stealth, but I'm just gonna run. My stealth is 1 right now. I'm not gonna hide from anything. So here's the boring part. Picklock it. Now you see my thievery's at 1. This is a level 34 security door that's locked. I have a 9% chance. You see as I go, each time I go up, even if my skill doesn't go up, the chance increases. Game autosave. That's good. A lot of autosaving, a lot of F5s. This game is get buggy. You can get stuck in places. Sometimes you can get out of it if you have another person in your squad to be able to pick you up. I've had a cow get stuck in a bar before. The music is great, but it's kind of sporadic. You can set the timer on the music as well. I'm going to check around, make sure I don't have anything trying to sneak up on me to kill me. Matter of fact, R key lets you stop what you're doing automatically, which is helpful if you're doing something you're not supposed to be doing. You need to stop without moving. Go into sneak mode. Blue means nothing sees you, shows you how much light is shining on you. Red means something sees you, it doesn't necessarily mean it's hostile. Yellow means it's noticing you but hasn't really seen what you're doing yet. If we were in a shop and we were breaking in illegally, there will be a notification up here that says crime being committed. Typically has a 3. What that means, the 3 means you have about 3 seconds of staying hidden once you stop your act, and no one will know that you were doing it. If you're spotted, then people will know that you were trying to break into someone's chest or you were trespassing or whatever. But if you can keep that eye blue until that timer runs out, you can get away with the crime. If someone happens to notice you but didn't really see you, it'll jump up to 20. A lot longer to stay hidden, but it's still possible. You can run away and stay hidden as long as they didn't get a good view, and then come back as soon as the timer clears out, and they'll be like, "Hello, my best customer." See that my percentage has already come up to 11.2, and my thievery is up to 4. This is probably going to be a really good find for me. I was wondering how I was going to do this game without spending hours upon hours just robbing shops. Alright. I use the hold right click button a lot. I don't just right click because you can misclick a lot in this game. Oop, I saw some yellow, maybe. See anything in here? Those mechanical spiders. Okay, so these are the books you're going to be looking for your regular research. I'm going to hold the Alt key, and you can see all this stuff that highlights. The blue are the good stuffs. So we're going to unpause, and I'm going to left click each one of these books, get these. I'm going to pick up an old map, and don't think there's anything else. There's other old maps, but we're just going to open it to see how much they're worth. They're only worth 180. I'll keep it in my pack for now in case I don't find a lot more. But here's a counter. See the little magnifying glass shows you what's you can look into boxes, chests, or whatnot. There's a box here. Damaged books, they're only worth 6, so we're not going to be worrying about them. There should be a chest somewhere. I know the one with the lock is there. There's more upstairs. We're just going to make sure we get everything from downstairs. Okay, right click, hold, and then just put it over the pick lock. You'll go and pick it, and we'll skip. Let me show you what E3 is up to 8, a 12% chance, and we'll come back once it opens. Also hold right click to loot. Alright, so this is an old treasure map. It will show you some other like outposts or whatnot. This will as well. They're worth a lot, 3,500, 7,500 respectively. And we'll find more and we'll actually run into them. I could right click to learn the sites, or I could sell them. We'll see how my inventory is looking before I decide. these are the ancient science books for the more advanced research stuff. So it's very good that I've started to get these now. We'll go up to the second floor, and you'll see there's more chests. One that is hard to see that I missed the first couple of libraries I went to, these things right here. Alright, so let's go ahead and loot. Don't need sneak. Our sneak stealth's not going up at all, and the reason for that is you have to be near people before your sneak starts to go up. And you have to actually be moving as well. More ancient military documents. Let's see. I like to pause a lot whenever I'm not just standing still. Small crate. Nothing. Also, let's hit alt and see what's up here. The book. Let's see. It's a parchment. Let's see how much those are worth. Care. Stuff looks like it's going to be worth anything. Parchment is only worth 180. Not really worth looting. Oh. Nope, not one you can loot. That's it. Another map. I really think I'm going to sell those instead of using them. Book. Books aren't super expensive for selling, but they get really expensive for buying, so because there's so many of them. Where do I go? Pop down to the first floor. Loot. Nothing. Parchment. Map. Yeah, I did that one already. Let's see. You can look inside. There's normally nothing inside the workbenches. Okay. Alright, hinges are worth 90 and take up that many spots. 80. 80. So the parchments are probably going to be the better choices for just size and price. I should find a lot better stuff before I get to the next city, but in case I don't, I want to have something cash. Yes, this was a very good find. I may use one of those books just to show you how it looks when you find stuff. It also looks the same whenever you buy a map from here. It's going to be the same way it looks, even though these might be like more libraries. I'm not 100%. These give you post-ancient workshops. These give you suspicious labs. So let's go with the cheaper one, just so I can save my cats. I play Fallout 4 in case you can't tell. And see what it gives us. Okay, one location added to our map. Once you get all the locations, then they'll just say no location found. Also, you see that this is a lost library now, and it's red, meaning I've looted it. It does not repopulate. So green, there we are. Hey, over here is a ruin, and you won't know what it is until you actually go to it. I believe that's you have to swim through acid, which is, painful to get to this one. I believe there's a lot of mechanical spiders there. That'll be one that I knew where it was at, but hard to get to. A lot of stuff to go through to get to it. Whenever I do lost library hunting, typically what I do is use two guys that I have really high in stealth and thievery, and use them to get the stuff. And it's just for books. There's a lot of stuff I have to leave behind that's worth a lot of cats, but if it's just for books, then there's no need for all the cats. There's a bunch of spiders, especially the red ones, the blood spiders. You can lead them away with one of your guys and then sneak in your other. You can use a small thieves bag and it doesn't encumber you as much. Okay. Pirate peasants. Why? I wonder if these are the southern bandits. They're the hivers, as you can tell. They have bounties. If you knock them out, knock them down, whatever, you can take them to a city that has like a police force, throw them in the jail cell, and you'll get that bounty. So these two guys, bounties, just passed a slave hunter. So if I were to fight them, I need to pick them up, at least one of them, before he could pick them up. Because slavers, they freaking pick your unconscious people up and enslave them. Which is a good way to get the laboring up, by the way, but we'll get into that later. Herbivores, anything they want to attack. Apparently these are pack animals. I've only been able to buy cows, but then again, like I said, I've always started near the Holy Lands where they sell the cows. Bone dog, ooh, but they belong to a farmer. They would say wolf or wolves, plural for more of them, if they were going to attack, and still some of them don't attack. This one may. Let's test it. I don't want to do a bunch of saves coming. I do Alt 5 or F5 to save for any really bad mishaps. Hey doggy. Just to show this thing off. You could start off with one of these in one of the starts. I believe that's the only way you can get a dog that will become an elder. We're going to head towards Victor's Last. Starting to get dark. My hunger's still okay. So it says racial hunger rate 0.90. I think it shows the racial anywhere other than character creation and at the guy who can change your name and stats, or not your stats, but your appearance. Athletics is up to 8. See, my endurance though is minus 27%, so my speed is still 18. It's all light. Let's go see what this is all about. You can only get so far away with the camera from the character. This should be a trader. It looks like a trade caravan. Alright for me. And you can see he has a pack. That's a trader's pack. Shade. He should be the only one I'm be able to talk to. The rest of these are like caravan guards in their pack. Caravan guard, Traders Guild. One thing you can do is find like a caravan like this and follow them, and when they get in fights you loot the bodies. They don't like accept you as their own unless you start off a beginning start that puts you like in the Traders Guild or whatnot. Once you hit show me what you've got, the time picks back up and they'll start moving and can move away from you, too far for you to do the trade. So if you want to look at the stuff he has, you hit it. You want to hit spacebar to pause. So he has 7 of the research artifacts that we'll need eventually, but I'm not going to do anything with it right now. I do need food. Ration packs and food cubes are good. They're high nutrition, which means that they last longer. And you can see that each one takes up a different space in your bag. Also, the value of them. So this one takes up less space and is more nutrition, but it costs 334 compared to the 258. One of these would do me forever right now by myself. We want to make some money. He has 8,147 and I have 1,000. So let's sell off all my parchment. See, the price markup is 100%. I've also found traders, if you follow them, their price markup and their average price is based on the city they're closest to. Sell all these. 122%, that's good. I mean, it's not a lot for a hinge, but we're keeping these for sure. But the whole map I'll sell 6,000. So you can't buy either of these, so we'll sell this. I could buy enough food to be able to sell these, but there's no point in it right now. Electrical components and fabrics are stuff you need for crafting and city building. If I get injured right now, I need first aid kits. If you're a skeleton, you need skeleton repair kits. You notice skeleton repair kit costs 4,337, around 5,000 cats, compared to the 138 for our freaking standard first aid kit. The reason for that is the skeletons don't require food and come with almost twice as many health and everything. So they're really tough. They're really good. A lot of people use them for like turret defense because you can put them on a wall and then get rid of any way up to the wall, and they just sit there and use the turret and never have to feed them. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and get one of these ration packs. Just one. Make sure I have enough cats to start buying people. We want a large group. Okay. Map, Drifter's Blast is there. We'll go there and then we'll explore all of this and see what we can find. There's a lot of good maps and whatnot on the wiki and on the forums, but I'm not going to use that. I'm just going to go explore. I typically, once it starts doing this loading thing, will pause it because it'll start getting really skippy with me. There's ways you can like dedicate RAM and whatnot to it, but I'm not that savvy with technical stuff. Okay. Just like your athletic skill gets your speed up, which is really good for like traders and stealthy ones. Your swimming, come on. Apparently it's not deep enough. There we go. Your swimming can increase. Is it swimming? See, my swimming's already at 7. As it increases, your ability to swim faster and further will increase. It says further without drowning, but I've gone with a swimming of 1. Where's that site at? Yeah, get closer. I swam all the way to this ruin without having any issues with drowning. I mean, granted, I didn't try to go way out here, so I don't know if that's a thing, but it doesn't seem to be an issue, at least. Maybe they have some stuff hitting out that no one's found, because it's just silly to swim. Let's see what type of town this is. Let's check outside the city walls. Power station. Okay, so this is just a small shacks. They put battery packs in. All these buildings, the walls, the building types, even if it has an outhouse, it would be stuff that you will be able to build. Ramps. The specialty buildings, when I mean special buildings like the cannibals or the like some of the bandit places, I don't think is in vanilla, but there are mods that allow you to be able to build those types of buildings as well. The only thing I dislike on the buildings or whatnot, the walls, you upgrade your tech on the walls, it automatically makes you have to build those types of walls. So if you have the first tech walls started and then you upgrade, the next part that you build will be the next tech walls. You can't upgrade the ones you've already done. I was trying to do a tiered thing and it just didn't work because of the tech. Power sources, they use different ways. You have the wind generators. The big ones are really good for supplying power as long as you have wind. You have smaller generators or smaller wind generators that don't take as much, that can keep stuff running. Then you have your fuel generators. It's good to have at least one fuel generator as a backup for when there's absolutely no wind. Battery packs, which what they're using here, store excess power built by the wind generators to keep things going. Really nice to have a place that uses just wind, because if there's no wind at night and they use up all their powers, their lights go out, and it's good for sneaking around. And I see a backpack place. Let's come in here. I don't think I've ever been to this city. Let's go slow. See if they stop me. No, don't come farther. Let's see what type. Do a check. Please don't tell me. Check. Samurai. Alright. United Cities. The South is United Cities. I think I had them mad at me last game. Talk to me, man. I am not bribing. Check my baggage. I don't have anything. What? Let's see. I might have to go to jail because I'm not giving my cats up. Beat me up, man. Beat me up. Beat me up. So, as I was saying before, the injuries, blood loss, done by cutting. The clear is the bludgeoning damage that's done to me, and the red is the cut damage. Hopefully, if they're like the Holy Nation, when they arrest me and throw me in jail, they'll bandage me up. But we will find out. Let's see here. Total weight 12 to 15, and my cats are 5,921. Let's see if they rob me of anything as well. This seems kind of a shady place. Also, you notice that apparently I'm committing a crime, but my martial arts is -9 due to weather penalty. I don't even know what the weather is. Dust storm. You can have gas mask or these goggles that prevent that as well. My dodge is -1 because my leg is hurt. So the more damage you take, the worse you get at things, depending on what area of the body. But as my dexterity and strength are going down because of my injuries as well. Toughness is going up though. Let's fight. Yeah. But look, I didn't have to pay, and I'm in the city. Yep, they're mending me. You'll notice once they start mending me, the red will turn yellow. I'm going to be unconscious, at least for a little bit. Knocked out cold. Okay, so this here, this negative 14 is why I went unconscious. You're going to be watching me. So we'll fast forward this until I wake up. It's only day 2. But hey, I'm rich for day 2. I could still also, once this clears out, I could still be in a coma. Depends on blood loss and injuries. Yeah, see, recovery coma. So once my stomach gets above 0, I should wake up. All of this will naturally heal. There's no other way other than time. You can speed it up by laying in a bed or sleeping bag. I think a bed increases it by 800 or 8 times. A sleeping bag by 4 times. Lord. Well, at least I won't have to wait for the shops to open. Also, let's slow this down a little bit. I have a 2,500 cat bounty. That's 500 more than it would cost me to get in. And my sentence time remaining is 50 hours. That is a long time for not wanting to pay. Let's see. We're going to pick my lock when I wake up, but we're not going to escape. We're just going to work on my thievery. And we'll fast forward through this next 50 hours. So that'll be day 4 or 5 before I can get out. There's some fighting going on. You'll see some white numbers off in the distance when there's fighting. It's green if it's someone fighting an enemy of yours. It's red if it's if an ally of yours is taking damage. I don't know what they were fighting. I missed out. See anything? Could have been further off in the distance, but let's check out the city while I'm incarcerated. Let's see, get that one. Right click, pick locks. What are you gonna do? Arrest me? Okay, so residential place that if you walk into, they'll be all mad and be like, "Get out! You don't belong here." Armor shop. This should be a well, you know. It's a mechanical shop. This is where you would buy, like, you can buy research books here, but also stuff for crafting, like your basement building materials and copper and stuff like that. All these boxes you can rob, but if they see you doing it, you'll get arrested, which, you know, I'm already been arrested. This is the general shop. This will have, there's bags that are going to be here. Also some food as well. The main place you would probably get food in most places is a bar. Bars open 24 hours a day. You get your recruits from the bar. You can also find beds to rent to heal the bar. Typically in a place there's more than one. However, that seems to be an exception here. This is a very small town, to be honest. Seem to like to sell, but I'm not going to escape. I'm going to serve my time. Now that will not update. That 50 hours, it's going to say that until I'm released. So as I was saying before, a lot of people hate the Holy Nation because of the things that happen to them in the game. Like this here, you could get all mad and be like, well, I hate the free cities now. But it's just business. I don't hold a grudge against that. There'll be things that's going to happen to me that I will get mad, and that will determine that those are going to be people I'm going to hate. Free cities, that doesn't bother me. These beginning are typically empty. They'll fill up as they arrest people, especially in this place, I guess, if people have to pay bribes to get in. My fear is that I'll go out and get it, then is that the swordsman? Fear is that I'll go out and get the stuff, and then they'll bribe me again to get back in. I don't know if that's something that will happen. Don't mind me. I'm bandaging the door. You really need some WD-40, guys. People can just break out of this thing easily. It doesn't say I'm committing a crime. If it did, whenever that turned red and he saw me, he would probably beat me up again. While leaving. It's unfortunate. That Shek, man. That Shek. It's like super tall. Pro farmer. Wonder. Loot him from across the cage. Okay, so Straw Hat, stealing chance 100% because he's unconscious. Combat skill +1. Acid protection 30%. Take it. Take the shirt right off his back. You notice that my portrait here changes as well when I gain some of the stuff. Your stick, it's a pole arm stick. My stick was a blunt weapon stick. Athletics effect +1, 0. That means it's a 10% increase, which is good. Combat speed is 0.05% increase. Dude, those guards beat you up Brought you in here and stole all your stuff. I bet you're hungry too, aren't you? Let's see. Oh God. Well, they fed you apparently because you're going up. Here. I was going to let you out, but apparently I can't. Could be a distraction. Get up. Hopefully this is the last 12 hours. Get good at this. Pause so I can get my screen right. Yeah. Pick up. Put down. Oh no, he's escaped. Oh, they just picked him up, moved him. Hey, what? His butt cheeks are up in the air, but where are you going with them? Is that all you have to do? Be unconscious outside the gate? He's an escaped prisoner for 96 hours. Get beat up when he wakes up. This is what I was talking about. If you're unconscious when slavers go by, slave traders, slave hunters, whatever, this is what happens to you. Welcome to slavery. Poor guy. There's bandits. Bandits have no chance. See if the slavers get them or the cops. The crooked cops. There's my butt guy. Say goodbye to your freedom, girl. Ha 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 ha. But she died, or you're gonna save her. I mean, the other option is that she dies. They're fighting over her. Fine. Slavers got her. Slavers got this one too. No loot for me. That's what happens when you're a criminal. Ooh, they're just bringing people for me to loot. There's no escape. Die a slave. Who's running? Oh. I bet he could take them. Are they fighting? Are they fighting the Wonder Assassin? Oh, they're about to die. That's with a guy with a bucket on his head. So, my stick 30, 50, 1, 7, 7. Yeah, keep your pant. I'll put in there. So, this is my jail cell, dude. I think I'm free. Is that countdown timer I was telling you about? Oh, no. That expired. Or the expiration is down. I wonder if it's because I escaped. Yep. Put down. Get in. No crime here. So, no. Let's see. I guess it. That mean. Last one went to the slavers, but slavers should be gone now. Showing you guys life of in Kenshi. Oh look, another slaver. I am keeping them in business. So I was bouncing from cell to cell, increasing my thievery, got it up to just now 54. Um, and normally they would come and let you out of prison, but I guess since I was doing it myself, They just let my bounty run out. So I'm a free man. I'm free. All it cost was 2 people to go to slavery. So we're going to stop the video here, and we'll explore the city and see if I can avoid being arrested again. Pick it up next time. Later, guys.